Hello and welcome to our Culture Magazine here on I-24 News. I'm Oded Grober and today we have a wonderful show for you. Comic book heroes are coming to television. Israeli filmmaker Keren Yadaya is headed to the Cannes Film Festival. And we host musician Ran Nir from the band LFNT right here in our studio. Let's begin with some cultural headlines, though. H.R. Giger, the Swiss artist known for creating the alien in the Alien film series, died on Monday at the age of 74 after sustaining injuries falling down a flight of stairs. Hans Rudi Giger was known for his morbid imagery, often incorporating skeletons, body parts, and genitalia in disturbing and unusual ways. The artist was born in 1940 and after studying architecture and industrial design in Zurich, turned to creating art. Giger's design of the xenomorph in Ridley Scott's film has earned him worldwide recognition, and the creature itself quickly became one of the most memorable and terrifying monsters in cinematic history. He also earned Giger and the rest of the design team an Academy Award. Giger also held numerous exhibitions along the years, worked on various film productions, and has also designed furniture, bars, and had a museum dedicated to his designs. His work will keep inspiring and disturbing viewers for many years to come. Moving on, it was announced Sunday that comedian Larry Wilmore will replace Stephen Colbert when he takes over as host of The Late Show. Wilmore, who holds the title of senior black correspondent on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart, has been appearing on the program regularly since 2006. His new show will be called Minority Report, and like the Colbert Report, it will be created by Jon Stewart and produced by his production company, and Wilmore will act as anchor and executive producer. The move cements Stewart's role as a star maker and comedy powerhouse. In addition to Stephen Colbert's success, John Oliver, another Daily Show correspondent, recently got his own show on HBO, while other former correspondents such as Ed Helms and Steve Carell went on to develop successful acting careers. Now, let's talk a little bit to Avri Rosen-Tzvi, who's here in the studio. And hello, Avri.
Hi.
You're here to tell us about the latest takeover.
Superheroes everywhere.
Everywhere.
Superheroes. Yeah, well, after conquering box office and being ubiquitous on the big screen, comic books are moving to the small screen. That was the last place we didn't have.
Welcome.
Yeah. Next season, we're going to be under a virtual attack of comic books and superheroes.
We don't stand a chance.
No, we really don't. Well, this week we saw the first trailer for Constantine. It's a TV series from DC Comics, publishers of Batman and Superman.
Mm-hmm. There was a movie also.
There was a movie, and in the movie, Keanu Reeves played him very badly. They made him an American in the movie, which angered fans because he's actually a very acidic, blonde British guy.
Okay.
So it comes from a lesser-known comics called Hellblazer. And it stars a paranormal detective who can see ghosts and demons and all this. But it looks to be closer to the source material, so fans are bound to be happy. Last week we saw first images from Gotham, which is a sort of a prequel story to Batman. We already had Batman Begins. Now we have even earlier stories. It tells the origin story of Detective Gordon, which we know from the Batman films.
Of course. At what point are we going to get to Baby Batman?
Baby Batman, Zygote Batman. Yeah, and it's all going to present the origins of several villains. Cool. DC Comics will also have, after the success of the show Arrow, they're going to launch a show about The Flash. Mm-hmm. Also a teen heartthrob, is sort of a geeky sort of scientist guy, and he appeared on Arrow as a cameo, and now he's going to have his own show. And Marvel, who led the cinematic wave with their films in the Avengers franchise, They're trying to replicate their success on TV. This week, the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is ending, and this has already been renewed to a second season. And it was really interesting to see how it corresponded with Captain America: Winter Soldier, because events from the film influenced what was happening in the show. But that's not all. Marvel signed a deal this year with Netflix to produce 4 series based on heroes that are a little bit lesser known: Daredevil, Power Man, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones. They're going to be releasing them in 2015. We can binge watch them all. And the interesting part is, after they're all done, there's going to be a mini series combining all of them together as the Defendants. So they're trying to do their cinematic Avengers thing on television.
Sounds like you're going to be happy.
I'm like a pig, and I don't know if I can say it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aded.
The 67th Cannes Film Festival will open Wednesday in France. Here in the Culture magazine, we'll have a series of portraits of Israeli filmmakers who are in Cannes this year. We begin today with director Keren Yadaya, who will screen her new film Away from His Absence. Daniel Campos takes a look at her intriguing work.
US-born Israeli award-winning film director Keren Yadaya is back in Cannes. Known for dealing with taboo subjects in her films, she was the winner of the Camera de Or Award in 2004 for her movie Or, about a unique relationship between a mother and daughter. Living together in Tel Aviv, and a teenager forced to provide maternal protection to her emotional, needy mother who is earning a living as a prostitute. Her following film, Jaffa, touched the difficult theme of Arab-Jewish relations, with the story of a romance between a Jewish girl and an Arab man, with all odds against them. Her latest movie, Away from His Absence, deals with the incestuous relationship between a 60-year-old man and his 22-year-old daughter, who live together in a small apartment. The film will be presented in the Uncertain Regard category, and the movie is based on the book of the same name by Israeli author and poet Efrat Yerushalmi. Keren Yadaya is currently married to fellow filmmaker Meni Yaesh, who directed the movie God's Neighbors, which won the SACD Prize at Cannes in 2012. Yadaya and her husband have 2 children, and she's known for her political activism in favor of feminism and women's rights.
Soon we'll have musician Ran Nir in the studio, but first, here are a few cultural highlights from around the world.
In Your Face offers a provocative inside look at some of today's most elusive and exclusive subjects through the lens of renowned fashion and portrait photographer Mario Testino. These images capture the interplay of mass media, celebrity, and glamour, and offer a new understanding of this influence, an aesthetic contribution to fashion and photography. Mario Testino at the Malba in Buenos Aires until the 16th of June. Like previous years, the Eretz Israel Museum in Tel Aviv holds a competition among nature photographers in Israel. The winning photographs are shown in a new exhibition, along with international ones. In addition, the best work from experienced and well-known Israeli nature photographers will be on exhibit. The wildlife photography exhibition will run until May 25th at the Eretz Israel Museum in Tel Aviv. Art Basel is coming to Asia, with half of the participating galleries coming from Asia and Asia Pacific. Art Basel in Hong Kong assumes a significant role in the international art world, providing a portal to the region's artists. The new show gives galleries from around the world a platform in Asia to bring their highest quality work to Hong Kong until May the 18th.
LFNT is an indie rock band started by musician and composer Ran Nir, formerly the bass player for Asaf Avidan and the Mojos. Next month, LFNT will go on tour in Europe, playing 14 shows in Germany, France, and the Czech Republic. They're also releasing a new EP soon. But before they go on the road, we have Ran Nir right here in the studio. Hello, Ran. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing very well, actually, yeah.
So you have a busy schedule coming up.
I do, yeah. We have a really busy schedule. At the moment, working on a new album. Moved to Berlin just recently, so now doing that over there.
Nice.
And then, of course, the minute we finish recording, like 2 days after, we go on the tour. And starting in Germany, then moving on to France, and then to the Czech Republic, like you said.
And what can we expect in the upcoming album?
I know it's well, I'm working on it, so I'm kind of.
What sort of things are you making there?
First of all, it's going to be probably a shorter album, so it'll be maybe 6 songs. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'll add 1 or 2 more, but it's
maybe will inspire you to write a whole new thing.
Yeah, I think the sound is a bit changed. So if you know the first album, Tales of a Drunken Man, it was very neat, very clean kind of sound, still very rock and roll, but very clean. This one might be a little more interesting sound-wise. I think I'm exploring it more. I'm producing it myself. So
nice.
We're recording it with the sound engineer of Brian Johnston and Massacre. So it's going to be interesting.
Cool. Yeah. Now let's talk about the name of the group for a second. I mean, we're saying LFNT, but it's not really LFNT.
Yeah, it's LFNT. It's actually an acronym for Live Free, Not Troubled.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean,
how's
it's
it working out?
Yeah, well, it's not working very well. That's why I think I named it. It's kind of a wishful thinking kind of philosophy thing.
Okay, you're trying it out.
You're trying it out, yeah.
So far, so good, I think.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
When we tour, it's better.
All right, so soon you'll have it full swing.
Yeah.
Now, you guys sing in English. Yeah. There's a growing group of artists in Israel who choose to sing in English, and each of them, I've learned, has their reasoning for it.
Okay.
What's yours? I'm curious.
Now I'm curious what the other people's. Mine is just, well, it's 2 things. One is I feel comfortable singing in English. I had a private teacher since I was like 3 years old, and so
worked out well.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks to my mom and dad. Thank you.
Who brought me this.
Yeah. And the other reason, I just think rock and roll is actually just sung better in English. For example, I think other languages sound really nice in other genres of music. So, like, I love how hip hop sounds in France. Something about the language helps the music because it's part of it. I mean, it has a melody, it has a tone to it.
Definitely.
So to me, rock and roll is, first of all, in English. So.
All right. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Now you went on your own way when you were playing with the Asaf Avidan and the Mojos, doing very well.
Yeah.
And I think at the peak of their success, you chose to go and do your own thing.
Well, it was not quite. I mean, we were the band was coming to an end. We knew that we were coming to an end. We had a really good run. We had a great 6 years. We had played everywhere, but it was obvious the band's coming to an end. And when it did, Asaf went on his own way, and each one of the Mojos went on his different direction. So we all are currently working on albums. And to me, I always had a bunch of songs that I figured one day we'll stop with the Mojos and I'll go have something to do.
Right.
And so it just came earlier than I thought. And basically just the second I had the chance, we went into the studio with 15 other musicians from bands like A Collective and Mojos and Ramirez Brothers and good friends. Just made Tales of a Drunken Man.
Right.
And and since then I've been gathering some really talented musicians.
Do you miss it at all, or is it still too soon?
Well, obviously it was a lot of fun, and I love the music, and we were all great friends. So, yeah, but I'm in touch with everybody, and Johnny, the drummer from the Mojos, is playing the tour with us right now, and he's recording on the EP for me. So,
cool.
We're still.
So there's still some.
Some, yeah.
All right, cool, great. What are you going to play for us today?
Played a song called Time Flies By. It's really new, so it's going to be on the EP. This is the first time I've tried it, so
we'll end today's show with Ran Nir singing Time Flies By. Be sure to join us tomorrow for another edition of Culture here on I-24 News, and until then, enjoy.
Did you follow the rabbit down the hole just to fall on an empty floor? did you notice the color of your skin as you were born? Do you notice me at all? And do you realize the time flies by? Do you realize the time flies by?